What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the Straight Savage podcast, man. And another Saturday night, 10:30 Eastern time. Really just in here hanging out, man. Really don't have too much to talk about today. I do, because I can talk about action figures forever, but I'm gonna just be opening up these turtles. And I the name of the thumbnail is Dreadnoks for life, and I'm just gonna be kind of gloating on this Dreadnok squad sitting behind me here, man. They have really impressed me this past week, man. But how you guys been doing? Hope your week has been good. Mine's has been cool. What's going on, Ivan? What is up? Same time toys. What's going on, man? Just in here just getting started. Just about to have a little chit chat for a little bit, man, and at our regular time on 10:30 Saturday night, and I'm gonna be opening up these turtles here. So finally, open these guys up and see what they're about. Jamie Lynn, what it do, fam? What it do? So I wanted to kind of wait and open these guys up, but why wait? Like why wait on these? And I guess the reason why is because I want to finally compare all of my turtles together. And I guess the first step is opening them up and then putting something together where I compare these turtles, man. Because I have Super 7, I have Playmates, I have NECA turtles, the movie and cartoon. There's another set out there. I don't have like what's it that BXST. I don't have those turtles. There's certain people that really like those, and they're straight, but I just don't know if they're for me or not. Cornelius Smith, what's going on, family? What's cracking? What's cracking? Yeah, they look like they fire, Ivan. They look like they fire, man. To be quite honest with you, uh, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm about to go ahead and open these joints up, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. One of these days, Infinity Toys, what's going on with you? Just make an episode comparing all my turtles, man. So let me, and I'm keeping this box too. But there ain't but so a few more boxes I can keep. When I first used to start collecting like heavy again, I used to collect a lot of boxes, man. I had to end up throwing them shits out, man. But they were boxes that just wasn't hitting on shit. They were just regular old boxes. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Same time I seen you talking about you liking those BXST ones. They do run small. But with me, it really doesn't matter. Damn, they got some dope ass inside art. Damn, that shit fire. That's fire right there. Hold on. This inside art on here. This is what the fuck I'm talking about right here. Like that shit is fire. See, like stuff like that is really worth keeping, man. Cause that is dope. I could put that in the diorama, and that's what I do a lot of action figure packaging. Like in my head, I figure out like one day I could cut it up and put it inside of a diorama. But that's dope right there. I'm trying to think who else makes turtles these days. I think those are the hardcore lines though. Playmates, NECA, Super 7, BXST. I think that's it. I know there's somebody else out there. I'm just really forgetting it. But yeah, got these guys out, man. And these guys are unique within themselves, just like how they're all the same color. Yeah, Cardinals. That cover art. I mean, that art, that background art was fire. Got my trusty Punisher knife here, straight from Myrtle Beach. Yes, Jamie Lynn, I do, man. I do. I'll probably throw it back up one day when I do a review, but I got kind of used to doing reviews on the table because it's just easier to do it there, and I can kind of just have whatever background I want. But I still do have it. Matter of fact, I ain't looked at it in a minute. Let me grab it right quick. I believe it's right here. Hold on 1 second. I'm pretty sure everybody's probably seen this, but this for the people who haven't seen it. Phone can't get it all in there. But I was using this for background. But yeah, phone can't get it all. It's so big. But what it is basically like one of your science fair poster boards. And I just took all of those coffins, not all of them, a lot of them, coffins from Classified, and just post them up. I used to use it for the background, man. If it's not even being used for background, it's still just a good piece of art to have. And that's really why I did it, to preserve those illustrations on those coffin pieces. But yes, sir. Box art beauty. My man Legend Series said he painted each individual bandana on these, which is dope. I just want to see how these move, really. But you know, you're going to get but so much with NECA. I should have brought some scissors down here. Damn. I'm trying to cut this shit. You're only going to get so much articulation, but how much articulation could a humanoid and a half shell have? I mean, they are ninjas, though. I know, I still wish they had those illustrations on the inside, too. It's almost like, damn if you do, damn if you don't, because that those closed boxes, you know, everybody hated them. I hated them, too. But after a while, I started liking the art that was on them. Which they were doing a good job. Jesus Christ, these guys are locked in. Damn. Jesus. Come on out of there. I'm about to cut myself. All right. I like how thick their legs are. Like, that's a beefy turtle right there. But they just look different from any other Ninja Turtle adaptation because they're just so big. But these are the same turtles that I used to see as a kid in the comic books. Yeah, Nicholas, I had to open DJ Hellhammer. What's good with you? Yeah, Classified did have the best package free plastic because they were starting to embrace it. Gonzo, what's good with you? But yeah, Nicholas, I believe a lot of people have yet to open theirs up. I just waited so long for this, man. I waited like a year. Woody, what's good with you? Yeah, but yeah, I waited a year for these almost. I ordered these back in like November, and they just came like last month, man. But I like it. Who is this right here? I can't even tell who this is. Oh, this is Raphael. Where's his stuff at to hold his side? Oh, they even got little tails. Like, look at that little tail it has back there. That's pretty cool. But where does he put his sai at? Take a look at this right quick. Okay, this is Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo. I got Ralph, but there's nowhere to put his size at. I guess you put him in the side. Model Misfit, what's good with you, fam? They show which turtle is on the back of the box. Yeah, I mean, I could kind of tell now, because they all look like Raphael, and I noticed like all their belts are distinctive, but it has no place to put his size. Now I'll let you see the back of everybody else. Michelangelo is the same thing, but Leonardo and Donatello, they have stuff on their back. Like you see Leonardo with the two big sheaths right here. Donatello has a thing in the middle. But I don't see anything for Raphael. I'll figure it out. I mean, this is actually just left the ER. Model Misfit, everything going all right with you, man? You say you just left the ER. Ghost Tab, what's good with you? Oh yeah, Nicholas, I believe that's a problem with a lot of people right now. We're running out of shelf space, man. Says Ralph should be in the front. I just don't see no like poked out parts. Maybe you just stick them in there. Look, I'm gonna have to watch a review on somebody else shit to figure out how to do this shit, man. All right. I don't feel like messing with those hands right now. Let's get another turtle out. Anybody grab anything? I ain't grab. I don't have anything new from this week. I did pick up another another wrecking slam trucks. I've already started painting it up. I'm doing a G.I. Joe one. I picked up a flat green paint, and it's a little too light, but it's okay. It still looks like army green. It's not as foresty as I thought. But I'm gonna do some nice stuff with it. I should be done with that one within the week. But I'm trying to tell you, that wrecking truck, man, I really have gotten addicted to those things because you can just do so much with it. But this G.I. Joe one, well, Jesus Christ, Mikey. Damn, son. Why would he wasn't buckled in like everybody else was? Did I cut them all? Jesus. All right. So we got Mikey, which is weird. Mikey has like a mean face. Usually when you get Ninja Turtles, Mikey's always laughing. This is Mikey. Let me see what Loki said. Night person says I want to customize to the cartoon colors. Yeah, my man Legend Series said he did that. I want to see what they look like. He probably showed them. I just didn't see them. I'm doing good. I got the NECA BW First Appearance 2-pack from Walmart. That's what's up. Two Kamaras at Kamukaras at Ross today. I went to Ross today, and my Rosses suck. I only have two here in my town, but they suck. I have picked up some good stuff on, but it was around like Christmas time. Paulie Wood, what up, Roadblock? What up with you? I think they Saint, I think they out in California, man. TNT movie 3 figure for the low at Wally World. I don't know if you're talking about the Playmates movie figures. Oh no. Walmart does sell the NECA movie figures. Oh, in Indiana. Wow. Hopefully they'll come this way because I seen Kamukara on Amazon the other day for $22. I was tempted to pull the trigger. For $22, Kamukara is worth $22. He's actually a nice figure. He's basically Storm Shadow with a bunch of extra sculpt on him as far as his knee pads and those guards on there. And then he get an extra head sculpt. But I wouldn't mind picking up about 5 Kamukaras and just kind of making a ninja clan. You can take the rest of the head sculpts, give them to the Crimson Guard. You definitely can give one to Barbecue. And then the rest, man, you can kind of just customize them to make different ninjas and shit. But I like Kamukara. I just didn't like that price of $32. I don't know if I ever paid full price for him. I might have the first one I got. I might have, because they put it off as a deluxe, but it's a deluxe bunch of shit in there. You know what I'm saying? Bullshit ass ninja weapons that they handed out to red ninjas and shit like that. But Kamukara, actually, the figure is actually a solid figure, y'all. Dreadnok K6, what's good with you? Big Chad, what's going on? Did Loki ever say what was wrong with him? Maybe he didn't. He said just came from the ER. But whatever's going on, man. Hey, I hope you get better, fam. So okay, so we got Mikey, we got Ralph. Are they different heights? But once I like mess around with these things and get them out of pack and be messing around with them throughout the day, I'll truly figure out what's going on with them. Ty Chain, have you ever got a cortisone shot? I don't know. I guess he's talking to Loki on that. Yeah, Chad. Yeah, that if you see a Kamukara at Ross, man, he's definitely worth getting, man. Cause like I said, I was about to pull the trigger on one for $22. So I'm pretty sure he's at between $5 and $10 at Ross. Like, that's right up my alley right there. Oh, yeah. Hey, matter of fact, Jukebox, I have Raptor in my pile of loot right now at BBTS, and I don't know if I want to pull the trigger on him right now or not. To be honest with you, I kind of want to wait to Christmas time, see if he gets some money knocked off. He looks dope though, but the reason why is because I'm just trying to adult. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know Starduster is probably gonna be clearing on Monday, and I really want Starduster. I don't think he's very popular with a lot of collectors because he's basically Duke, but I actually want that figure. But I don't know if I should hold off on Raptor and get him later on or not, because the way I do Big Bad Toy Store, I have it set up, not necessarily on a bogus card, but a card I really don't use like that. So whenever stuff comes in, because it's so sporadic, I have a chance to, okay, do I really want to pay for this or not? Because they'll hold it for you for 5 days. I have till Monday until it cancels. But I'm just trying to figure out, do I want him right now? I do want him, but do I want him right now or not? DJ Hellham, you said from Amazon exclusive to Ross exclusive. Jamie Lynn says, I feel like they were testing things when they released Kamukara and the Blue Ninjas. I feel like most of the things since have been priced better. They figured things out with Scrap Iron. Which Scrap Iron was actually a pretty solid figure. I think he was justified at 40. But at the same time, I'm not everybody. And he got clearanced out a lot. But the pricing on how they do things are a lot better. That was kind of around a really hazy time there. Like, I think Raptor goes to clearance. I could see that. I could see people not just really into Raptor. Woody says, I got the new wave of Classified at my local Walmart. Yeah, I've seen those Storm Shadows and stuff popping up. To be honest with you, like, it's really with Classified now. It's like, if you want to jump on it or not. It's not like 2021 when, hey, if I don't get this motherfucker, he might not be around. So you got options, you got choices, and it's a great thing because you can kind of wait around and it go on clearance, man. If not go on clearance, get a little bit of money knocked off. Like, say on Amazon, a $24 figure is $18. I mean, any money off is cool with me. But also, even if it's full price and you just can't get it right then and there, it's not like it's going to be gone. Roll Keeper, what's going on, man? Scrap Iron was 45. He should have been 35. Scrap Iron was 45. I don't know, man. That drone and missile set was nice. I mean, hey, don't get it twisted. Hey, look, I would have loved him at 35. Be honest with you. I think I paid full price for the first one, but anyone after that, I paid like $20 to like $15 for a scrap iron. So he got his just due. He got his just due. He got his just due. He definitely went way below 45, 35, even 25 at times. I think the cheapest, I brought a scrap iron about 2 months ago for about $10 at Walmart. It was sitting on the clearance aisle. And the crazy thing about it is I seen him today in GameStop. For some odd reason, GameStop has had a reissue of scrap iron and the Dreadnoks. I hate the Kamen Rider Gav suit design, but the show is essentially good. Do you figure out like love the property? Okay, you must be talking about something else. Mythic Legions is dropping pre-order on Monday, 4-pack of skeletons for $99. That's not bad. Gonna have to take time out of the work day to make sure I get a pre-order in. Yeah, tell me you gotta take a shit so you can get it in, Polly. I think Retro Troopers and Iron Grenadiers will be the next figures to go to $50 plus. I don't know. I'm not a huge Iron Grenadier fan. I have no plans on getting any of those because it's just not my thing. A lot of people like them though. And as far as I don't know when you say Retro Troopers. Oh, you talking about the blue Cobra Troopers? I don't know, man. They're not, to me, they're not as good as the older ones. I do plan on getting a couple of them though, but that retro line really been sitting. DJ Hellhammer, I've seen the Tiger Paw this week on sale with no stock. And I've been seeing that for about the past 2 weeks. It'll say on sale at Target or whatnot, but I've been seeing stuff online, just some Targets getting them. It's been very, very hit and miss. Dreadnought K6 says, agreed, Woody, 45 was too much, especially with how basic the launcher was. Road Keeper, yo, the basement. Woody, I got to check your video of the basement too. It says GameStop found a shitload of old dead stock and farmed out 2-year-old toys to the stores. Yeah, I don't know why GameStop gonna be sitting on them. They fucking up. Dreadnok says I finally have everything basically except the Joe sublines. Got my Vamp and Ram this week. I will say this one thing about sublines. With me receiving Nagahide and Roll Pick this past week, I believe Dreadnoks is the best subline in Classified right now. I want to do a video comparing all of them. Dead Link, I'm in Eastern North Carolina too. There are no Tiger Paws anywhere. Nowhere. The only Tiger Paw I found was out in Charlotte. Nicholas E said the GameStop near me is dead and wouldn't be surprised if they closed by next year. I don't know, man. My GameStops be having business, man, and not necessarily on action figures. Fucking video games, man. Motherfuckers be in and out of there. But I will say this: GameStop in the past year has been the place to go if I want to see the latest Joe on shelf. I don't know what's going on this month, why they got these old ass figures up there, but the latest Joes that hit, GameStop usually have them on the shelves. Not a lot, but they'll have them on there. Night Person, yes. Once you says Night Person, I got my Nagahide and Roll Pig today and finally opened my Torch. Need more Dreadnoks. You open up 3 good Dreadnoks because Torch is fire. Literally. I mean, Dreadnought K6, I mean, no Tiger Force, nor Night Force, Cobra Side. I get it all. Python Patrol, Iron Grenadiers, all of it. Says a few Walmarts here in Atlanta have stopped carrying Joes. Chad, I believe they did even here. Some still got them. Like, I really start kind of seeing Joes pop back up on the shelves with the retro wave with Duke and them about 6 months ago. Other than that, Walmart, you actually right. They did kind of stop carrying Joes. Damn, you said one Walmart in your whole state, Woody, that carries Joe's shit. I will say that, like, I do see a lot of the retro line in Walmart, and I have seen new waves. Like I seen Doc, like, you know, the last wave that dropped like about a month, 2 months ago, like Doc and all them. I did see them in Walmart, and they got gone too. They're not there. Somebody definitely grabbed them. Michael Campbell, what's going on with you, fam? But I forgot who said that last week that the Dreadnoks is probably the best subline, but me collectively getting them all together, I was trying to think who's better. Only subline I think that can probably rival them is Night Force, but Night Force is like good, and solid, especially with that new Falcon coming with them. But the Dreadnoks are good, unique, and just got a lot of playability to them, man. Especially like now that they're all together, and it's not even all of them, but that I have a nice collective of 7 or 8 of them. They're the most unique, put together Joes, man. Zartan was a solid figure. Torch is awesome. Road Pig, I think, is awesome. Nagahide is awesome. Buzzer, Ripper. Even the flaw with the glasses, the figure, the way it's put together, the build on them is dope, man. Like I said, they're a nice group. To be honest with you. Oh, you said Alamo vibes behind you. Yeah, talking about that warehouse back there with the windows, the arch windows. Yeah. Xandar will be here in February. That's what I'm waiting on right there. I definitely Dreadnok. I definitely want Xandar. He looks tough, man. He might end up being my favorite. Night Force is solid though. When you sit up and think about who the Night Force characters that they brought out, even the new guy, the Wolf guy, he's good. Big Ben is good. That Shockwave that they came out, he's better than the actual original Shockwave that they dropped, which I actually like the original Shockwave, but that new Shockwave that came out is solid. He's really good. Who else was in Night Force? Oh, Jody Shooter. I like Jody Shooter. She was good. Of course, Tunnel Rat, that original figure was good. So, like I said, the Night Force is good, and I'm not saying Dreadnoks, I think, got them all day, but I'm thinking of any one that kind of compares to how good they are. It'll be Night Force. Tiger Force is good too, but that's a mixed bag of figures. You know what I'm saying? Like some of them, well, maybe 1 or 2 of those Tiger Force figures is like, yeah, all right. Especially the Flint. It's like I hated I even got them but I needed to get them because I was trying to get my collection of the 1 through 100 men on box, and Tiger Force Flint was like 93 or some shit. So I had to get him. But I definitely could have passed on him, to be honest with you. And the crazy thing about Flint is Flint was a figure I was like, damn, that's Flint when he first dropped. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, it's so cool. But the classifieds like updated and gotten better. They went from good to better. I look at that Flint like I'm tired of this motherfucker. I want him out of my collection. Be honest with you, he's gonna stay in my collection, but I'm ready for a new Flint. Yeah, Chad, Tiger Force roadblock is peg, warm, and heavy. And once that fruit gets heavy enough to drop on the ground and knock half them dollars off, I'll be there to grab them. A couple of them too. You know, just for some modifying. That goes back with what my man Polly would say. I'm really starting to like getting into customizing, and not necessarily even customize. I've done a few customized, but I do a lot of kit bashing. I'm addicted to like I said, the WWE big rig. I brought another one, doing the G.I. Joe one now. Floyd Williams, what's going on with you? So yeah, you know, because that's what this hobby is about, man. It's about you know, having fun. It's not always about the latest fucking figure. To be honest with you, I haven't jumped on the latest figure in a long time, man. Me every now and then, like, I'm gonna get that Star Duster. That's because I want it. But You haven't seen me do a G.I. Joe review soon as it come out in a minute, yo. It probably be a month later and I be done did one. I seen Dreadnok K6. I seen what Iron Can's over there doing with that Brock Lesnar. Which, hey man, I think that's a cool idea. If you want a different looking Road Pig, but I actually like Road Pig. I don't think I need to change anything about him. To be honest with you, I like the head sculpt on it, but he does remind you of Brock Lesnar on there. Like that Road Pig's head sculpt doesn't need to grow on me or anything. I like it. I like it. Could they have made some different choices? Yeah, but as far as expression wise, what it got, but I actually like that face sculpt. Infinity Toy says, can't wait till they give us a Thrasher. They talking about doing some Dreadnought bikes too. Pollywood says, it's ironic, really. The Retro Duke is peg warming up my way in New York, and I have mine on card hanging on the wall. That's what, see, Polly, that's what it's about. It really ain't about what them stores doing, because it'll peg warm now, but you know, it's not gonna peg warm forever. One day, you ever notice like a lot of the peg warmers, like 10 years later, those are the figures like motherfuckers be hunting for and shit. Not all of them, but it happens. Trust me. Yeah. Dreadnok, I feel you. Sometimes I chime in. Sometimes people put up so many videos, man, I just fuck it. I'll see what the fuck you talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I feel you, man. Nicholas E, I just got the Scarlet from that wave, and yep, she is on my wall card as well. Yeah, I got extra too. I just haven't put them up on my wall. But I have the extra card backs to one day do that. John Battle, what's good, my chief? What's good? Man, John, man, look, man, I've been really busy. I've been trying to finish up that thing, man. But I will say by the holiday season, I will have the eBay store up. Says a flatbed. Jamie Lynn says a flatbed or even a soft tarp on back could be dope for that wrecking truck, especially if you find a way to extend the bobtail or add another set of wheels. And that's the thing, Jamie, trying to find that perfect piece. Like I said, I'm good with it bobtailing right now, but I do want pieces to go on my back. Pieces to go on my back. But I do want to find something to go back there. I think the Retro Duke is awesome. I just wait till he goes on clearance to buy one to open. And that's a strong possibility. Around Christmas time, what's the name of that shit? Black Friday, it's on and popping. Fellas, save your money. Cause I probably spent like $500 on Classified last year around Christmas time, from Black Friday all the way up to about January 1st. But that $500 is really like $1,200 because everything was on clearance. I got mad shit last year. Dreadnought, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's like, because nobody wants them, so they get discarded, Nicholas. And then about 10 years later, like, oh man. And then guess what? When nobody wants them, they don't get made again. So that's how a situation like that can happen. Well, Dreadnought, I really don't give a shit about eBay. I just really kind of want to use their platform, because me being a hustler and me, this is what I was gonna do. You can go to the eBay page and see what I have up there. And you know what I'm saying? If you want to just deal directly with me, let's just cut the middleman out. I'll just have you hit my Instagram like I do already, and we can make a transaction like that. But the eBay store is just to kind of so you can see what's up there, man. Just a certain platform so you can see what's up there. And if people, and it's also for people who like, well, you know what? I don't want to deal with him direct. I'd rather deal with the company. We can do that, and you can pay that. Like, say if I had it on eBay for $75, if you dealt directly with me, you probably get it for 65, 60. You know what I'm saying? Because we cutting out the middleman. So that's the way I plan on working that. I need to pick up another set of Valkyries too. Legends, what's going on with you, brother? Nicholas Eve, Black Friday, baby. Patience. Yep. Stephen Boyd said just got road pig yesterday. Why is everybody fat shaming? I like he's a fat motherfucker. Hey, but real talk, I want y'all to see something that's pretty dope that nobody fucking talks about. He has a six pack up under that gut. If you can kind of see, like that's the dope part about him. If you kind of look in there, and if you look at your figure, look up under that gut, it's like a six pack. That lets you know that he's just not some fat motherfucker and shit. And that's some real life shit. That's some big boy shit right there. That's some motherfucker who don't lift weights. They just a big motherfucker. And you look up on that stomach like, damn, that motherfucker actually a rock up under there. So man, like, I don't know, man. People ride a wave, man. They just jump on the surfboards and go. Paulie Wood says, I'm excited to get my hands on Studio Series 86 Prime. He's getting killer reviews and he looks like a fantastic figure. I haven't brought a Transformer in a long time. The last Transformers I were buying were War for Cybertron and shit like that. Like I said, that's why I want to get that eBay store up so you guys can see a lot of shit. Because I actually have like some Transformers too. And I got one that I know a lot of motherfuckers. I got the motherfucker who turns into the base, the missile launcher and shit. That shit going for like $400. Like me, I probably let that shit go for like 225, man, 250 or some shit like that. But he's a big boy. I forgot his name, like Omega something. I'm not even a Transformer guy. I don't even know why the fuck I even brought it years ago. It's still in the mailer and everything. I brought that shit like in 2020, 2019, some shit like that. Yeah, Chad said need. Yeah, Chad. Man, there's so many figures I need to fall back and get like more of, like Valkyries, shit like that, man. But like I say, man, I'm just pasting. Maybe I can find a deal on them during Christmas time. John Battle says I start customizing one of my road pigs. I took the armor off and some of the tattoos off his belly. He has a strong big bad Vader mask on. Looks sweet so far. Yes, I have the Big Van Vader mask. I just put that shit up. But I wouldn't mind if I could catch a couple on sale later on down the road. I wouldn't mind uh taking the stomach tattoo off, the shoulder pads off, and doing a kind of chilled out version of him and shit too. He's a great figure, man. Hey, no bullshit. Y'all got an inside. That motherfucker might get number one on GI Joe top 10 this year. Like no bullshit. Like I'm not trying to ride or wave and nothing, which I'm not. I'm really going against the grain because most people act like they don't like him, but that motherfucker might get number one, man. That dude is, yo, he's nice as fuck, yo. Like the dog is nice. Like I want to get some more dogs. I want to Rit dye them. Nicholas says, I want those Valkyries from Classified, but I don't want to pay full price. They're nice. They're nice. I would say this. I would pay full price for them at least once so you could just have them. They're actually nice fucking figures. So whatever they cost $50 and you got those figures for 5-10 years, what did you pay a year to rent those figures? Not even rent, lease, to own, whatever. But they're solid, man. Those girls are really fucking solid. I wish I had 50 of those too. That might be kind of my next quest on the low, because I got 8 of them now. I need to get at least like 20 because one, they're the same color as the original Cobra Troopers, which I got a bunch of those, so they'll be a great matchup. They're the same navy blue. They don't have that off blue like those new ones got. Yo, appreciate that, John Battle. Yeah. No, you got a beachhead from me, which was a great deal. Yeah, because I just had that an extra one to give out, man. So I was like, you know what? Basically, just retail, man. I think like $30. So like $5 over retail. John got that from me for, man, and it was cool to see that he actually got it, opened it up, and enjoyed it, man. That's what I'm about. Pollywood says I'm not digging the road pig, but as far as retro figures go, he has a pretty unique scope, and I don't knock anyone for getting them. That's what's up. Night person, I'm late on the thing. Says, did he have any Valkyrie figures? I'm pretty sure you heard. I got 8 of them. I think I got 8. Yeah, six or 8 of them, man. But I want more. I need to. Those are rookie numbers. I need to get that shit up. Omega Supreme, probably. Well, yes, I have a Omega because I have one for myself, and I brought an extra one years ago, man. I was on my Woody triple do shit. I was fucking insane. Woody, I got a button for you too. Once I get my webcam and get it up on the laptop, I got Dave Chappelle saying, "Buy another one, you rich motherfucker." Yeah, probably. Well, I know, man, because that shit is up there. That Transformer shit is retarded. I don't collect Transformers like that. I like I said, I have the War for Cybertron. I had that Megatron where he turns into a dinosaur. That figure is fucking fire. And I got a few more other little things, but I could probably count on both hands how many Transformers I actually have, yo. Like I have a few, and I do have Soundwave, like the one that turns into the jukebox and shit. What the boom box. Like I have the one that actually turns into the boom box that everybody wants. I think I got an extra one of those too. I do have that. Yeah, I do have extra Soundwave somewhere. But he has the 2 tapes. Like he didn't turn into like this other shit that they made him turn to a ship. He actually turns into the boom box, and he's got his 2 pets, the 2 tapes that jump inside him and shit. That shit is fire too, actually. Paul said, "Don't undercut yourself on that one, dude." Nah, I like I said, once I get down, I'll gauge the prices. One thing I will do, like I will make a little bit of money off the figures, but one thing I will do, I'll be significantly cheaper than anybody else, just so somebody can get something, man, for a decent price, man, and actually enjoy it. Because if you see my fucking garage, it is a fucking toy store. Like, and that's just the hustler in me. Like, this shit gotta go. You know what I'm saying? But I do still want to make a little bit of bread on it, man. But at the same time, I don't want to kill nobody either, man. I want you to be able to get something and enjoy it and not get maxed out on the fucking aftermarket price. Yeah, so Jamie Lynn, it was Omega Supreme. Yeah, the one I got, the big yellow one that turns into the rocket and has a little train that goes around them and shit. I thought about getting the other one that turned into a scorpion back in 2020, but I did not have money, man. Like out the fucking ass then. Yes, Chad, the Blue Ninjas last year went on sale. They dropped down to as low as thing like $25. And I don't know why I didn't hop on them. I think I did buy. I brought a lot of shit last year, people. Like I said, I probably spent $500 or $600 on clearance shit. So that shit really was like $1,200, $1,300 worth of Joes and shit. And I went to work. I cleaned up a lot of shit because last year, at the end of last year, I was completing that 1 through 100. The his tank just came, so I was like, you know what, I need to clean this shit up because I had missed out on a lot of Joes. So I was like, let me go get everything. And that's how I fucked around and missed out on the Snowbat on card. Jukebox, appreciate you for still to this day, man, for throwing me them Snowbats. I'd never experienced them, but I missed out on my minimum box one on card because I was just like I was this year. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not jumping on every release that comes out. I do want it and I will get the shit, but it's just to the point where I have so much classified. Like if I don't get another classified figure ever again in life, I have enough to be content and satisfied. I mean, I have enough. I have too much. You know what I'm saying? So not necessarily, it's never too much, but basically what I'm saying, I just don't jump on everything. I let the game come to me. You know what I'm saying? Just like a free safety. Like that's what they used to tell me. Mike, let the game come to you. If you come up too far and a motherfucker behind you, it's over with. You the last line of defense. You got to let that game come to you, son. You can't jump that shit. I don't know, Paulie. I got to see what's up with Nemesis 4. He does look good, and he doesn't have the same body as Road Pig. I thought he would. He looks like he doesn't. I'm not a huge Crowbar fan, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but at the same time, he looks good. So that's just one of the ones I've just, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. Yeah. Say if you rit dye, make sure you seal them. I mean, that's crazy you said that. I just picked up my first bottle of rit dye the other day. I need to turn a Caucasian into an African American. But just the net part. I don't know if y'all seen my review with Doc and Mr. Marcus his assistant, but I got some brown and got some black. I'm mostly using brown with just a tab of black, and I'm gonna put this neck unit in there so I could turn Mr. Marcus's Caucasian neck into an African American neck. I got 2 of those Shield Hydra 2-packs on sale from Pulse before they sold out. Would like more though. Nicholas, I also did too. That was a great set for the girls, right? I got the girls. They came with a bunch of different head sculpts. Those figures are actually dope within themselves, but the extra head sculpts work great with the Cobra Valkyries and the Cobra Ferret drivers. Dreadnok K6 says Nemesis won't hit till next year, I think. I don't know. They playing with. I know New York Comic Con is next week, so they might show him then. Yes, or 1027, Woody. Yeah, so he's coming soon. They already got the package for him. He's already got his packaging. Call 911. I don't know what's going on with that in the chat. Somebody needs to call 911. Please don't look at this no more. Please get yourself some assistance. Nicholas E says, I have to chill, fall back for now, though, as New York City Comic Con is coming up next week. Gotta focus my bread on that. I feel you. I'll tell you one thing. Once I get leveled off in my personal life, far as getting my business where it needs to be, everything's taken care of, my black ass will be at New York Comic Con. Who the fuck is that? Oh, that's my man. They look like John and shit. But what else do I want to go to? But I'm basically gonna be hitting up some toy events, some big ones too. But New York Comic Con is definitely one I want to hit. I love the city of New York. And to go to a Comic Con, or do they have Toy Fair anymore? I think they started ending in that, but going to some of those bigger events, man, and just having fun. Ken Shelton says, what's good, fam? Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you're doing well too also, Ken. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, Woody, that's your button. Buy a rich one, buy another one, you rich motherfucker. Pollywood says, plastic is a substance that bonds us regardless of color and upbringing. Yes, plastic is definitely uniting us. Chad says, how many 60th snipers are you getting? Probably like 3 or 4. I got 3 Lady J's that I went 2 weeks ago to Ollie's to make sure. Let me go ahead, because all those Lady J's I see in Ollie's, I never grab. Why? Because I already got like 3 Lady J's. I got 1 minimum card. I got 1 loose. That's the actually original one. I never even brought a retro card, Lady J, now that I think about it. But I brought 3 Lady J's at Ollie's a couple of weeks ago, anticipating the snipers, so I can mix and match and have me a girl squad and kind of have fun. I basically plan on treating that figure like what's my man named Grunt, like I did with Grunt and Stalker. Basically just free for all. Like Grunt and Stalker could create a 20-man army. I created an 8-10 man army with them somewhere up there, you know what I'm saying? But they literally could create a whole army by themselves. Jamie Lynn says, never too much, never too much. Yep. Luther said that shit from the grave. Dreadnok K6, there's still a few key figs I want before I'm content, but I'm getting close. I think a lot of people getting close. I'll tell you one thing I'm getting close on too, these fucking vehicles. Like I'm almost content, yo. I have regular vehicles. I have assault vehicles. I'm about to have aerial vehicles. Only thing I'm missing is a lot of more aquatic vehicles, which I have a few of them already, to be quite honest with you. Hollywood says totally feel you on the classified retro GI Joe thing. It's a great line, but it's got a limited lifespan with me. I'm going to get the stuff I'm nostalgic about. They're missing me with the movie stuff. Dreadnok K6 says Hydro Vipers, Battle Armor Cobra Commander. That's the one I do want. I would have took Battle Armor Cobra Commander over Once a Man Cobra Commander. Hooded Cobra Commander. I would take Hooded Cobra Commander over Battle Armor Cobra Commander. Cobra La Xandar. That fucking Xandar. He is a rock star, man. That's a good looking kid, man. Like, for real, for real. Said, do you, Drip Hollywood said, did you ask the Caucasian how he feels about that? He probably has no problem as long as you paint everything. Actually, the Caucasian neck that I took is Bill Burr. I took Bill Burr from Star Wars, but Star Wars has a double ball joint. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that because they have such limited articulation, but they give them a double ball joint neck. So, of course, you know, Classify has that. So I took that neck to make a transition. And he was at Ollie's right now. I went in there today. Still like 5 or 6 Bill Burrs on the pegs. The original one, not the Morak costume one. But Hustle, what's good? What you found? But yes, but I'm that's great. I'm taking that one neck and dyeing that Rit dye because I haven't Rit dye yet. My man Paul from Hyperdrive Collectibles put me onto that. If y'all haven't watched his channel, what he does with Rit dye and weathering powders, amazing, man, amazing. He takes those plastic looking figures and it looks like blood is pumping through their bodies because he just gives them real skin tones, man, and it looks good. But I'm gonna try it out tomorrow, and it's great. That's a great first try. Try to take a Caucasian and turn it African American, you know. So that'll be my first little thing with the Rit dye. Dreadnought K6 says, I know they'll show any this year, just don't think we'll have them in hand till early 2025. And yes, I believe that. I said at the beginning of the year that they were going to come out, but so much classified figures, pretty much half of what they did last year. Hustle says those custom Dreadnought bikes, though. Sheesh. Woody hit him with the Randy Moss. I bought this baby straight cash. Just call me Tron now. Yeah, well, I gotta catch that episode because I seen the thumbnail for it maybe about a couple of hours ago. Like YouTube would be on some shit, yo. They be hiding motherfuckers, yo. They be hiding me sometimes and shit, man. Like you like you get the same motherfuckers that keep popping up, yo. And I don't even really watch their videos like that, man. It be some big time motherfuckers. It be some motherfuckers that be on some bullshit, and I just don't watch their shit like that. Like I want to see my people shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the fuck, man. Like, how would he drop a video and I don't see the thumbnail until today? And I'm pretty sure I got the notification on. But still, all in all, though, it's like, what the fuck, yo? They wear the same motherfuckers out. YouTube algorithm is like the fucking radio station. Like, they'll wear the shit out of just like a motherfucker. Like, even if you ain't feeling a motherfucker, they'll play that fucking song so much till you start singing it at work and shit. This is who asked that question? Hustle says, which Joe T is that? This is barbecue right here. Got it from 80stees.com. Yeah, my chat is way behind you. I'm way behind the chat because it says, yeah, all the heads and accessories you get with the Shield Hydra 2-pack is crazy. Yeah, I'm glad I jumped on them. They were stupid cheap too. I think they were like $22, $25 before they sold out. So you potentially getting 2 figures for $12, $13 with extra head sculpts. Yeah, that was a great deal. Hollywood says, they ever make a hooded Cobra Commander, the pre-orders will break the internet, but it'll never happen. I don't know why. Look, I'm a black man. Look, I've never sit up and looked at Cobra Commander and said, "Hey, that man is in the Ku Klux Klan." No, he has it's fucking hooded Cobra Commander. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never fucking thought that, yo. It's like sometimes it's like, yo, like who told y'all that? You know what I'm saying? Like, who told Hasbro that? Like, you shouldn't do that. Like, did anybody black tell you that, or was it another white person? You know what I'm saying? Like, I am black. I've never once in my life thought hooded Cobra Commander was a fucking racist. Like, it's some of this shit, yo, is just like way overboard, man. Hollywood, I'm looking for that retro. Looking forward to that retro rock and roll too. I wish I would have brought another rock and roll with the tats, and you know how he first came, because that was just a great figure. Dreadlink says retro Mindbender. I know a lot of people missed out on Mindbender. That's a good thing that can come around. Pollywood says, will we ever get another Marvel HasLab? I think we're on their side, and eventually on the classified side, they need to go to what they were doing to Dragon Man. Open pre-order, no tiers, anything like that. If you want it, you want it. Once it's done, it's done, which is pretty much what the HasLab is now. But I think what everybody hates about the HasLab is such the big campaign that it has circled around it. You know, I mean, when you have stuff like that, people are just going to be mad at that anyway. But it has a lot of attention on it and things of that nature, man. But I don't think they need to do another Marvel HasLab, and eventually I don't think they need G.I. Joe HasLabs. I think HasLab was a lab trying to test to see what the waters was like, and the waters are very, very deep. It's just what you guys do, what you put out. It really doesn't matter about tiers and all of these stupid fucking games and withholding. I didn't even notice that they didn't withhold the tiers this year. They just gave it all to you at once, which they should. See, that right there is letting you know they're going to start leaning towards that. Hey, we really don't need to do a HasLab campaign. We can make these vehicles and they'll get them. Because I used to hate that. Like, yo, why they making me wait for a tier? Like it's some type of fucking game show and shit, man. Like, yo, show me this shit, man. I'll let you know if I want to buy it or not. What he says, I'm slumming it right now. Only smoking on 32%. Roll Pig John, what's going on, man? Hustle, yes, I want a retro refrigerator Perry too. Man, there's hooded characters out there. I believe they did tease some type of hooded character. I can't really think of who right now. Zemo, Baron Zemo. Yep. What are you right? Jamie Lynn says, I asked that exact question to someone who worked at Hasbro, and there was not a black person in the room. It was a room full of white guys that made the decision. Are you serious about that, Jamie? But hey, look, I don't know nothing about that situation. I'm pretty sure that's how that went down. Like, how the fuck? Like, come on, man. That's where we going wrong at right there, man. Ask somebody black how they feel about that, man. The fuck is that? Like, it's so stupid, man. I don't know if I got an extra Zartan. I have a couple Zartan, but I don't think I have an extra. I'm gonna have to take a look. Hustle. Be honest with you. So if I got it, I think I will make that trade, a Zartan for a rock and roll. But I just like I said, I have a couple Zartan, but I just think it's just one a piece. I got the blue retro, and I only got one fucking I don't even have a master disguise open. I was just able to see those goes back to those dark times. Like, I only have one Zartan, and they never reissued that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just mint on card. So I don't think so. I'm gonna have to see. Because I don't know, man. My early days of classified get kind of hazy. Like, I don't know if I brought an extra Zartan like that or not. I should have, because there was one time he was just around and shit. Woody the Figure Addict says Fing Fang Foom. You know, that's what I thought was gonna be this year. But I think they might I could see them doing that the same way. But I don't know. Me personally, I just don't think they need to do HasLabs. The Thor 2941 says, oh, let me go back to Pollywood. Yeah, but the distribution of collectors is pretty even. I mean, that's the best thing about the whole hobby of ours. Race doesn't matter to a true collector. Yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't give a shit. I mean, I have all types of figures. Be honest with you, shit. Some of my heroes, most of my heroes are Caucasian. Like, be honest with you, shit. There wasn't a lot of black superheroes, which there are, but you definitely have to say there's more predominantly white superheroes than black. So shit. So, but I think that shit with that hooded Cobra Commander bullshit, that's some corporate shit. Be honest with you, which is stupid as fuck. Oh, but Thor 2941 says, new to your channel, will view more often now. Hey, man, appreciate you. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you, man. I be having some good stuff here, man. Be honest with you. We just really be kicking it. Nicholas E says, yeah, time pre-order is probably best. People who want it can get it, and the company doesn't have to fear being stuck with product. Just have to be willing to wait. Yes, because you know exactly how many you need to make. You know what I'm saying? And just make them. They ordered them. They already paid. Ship them to them. Done. Jamie Lynn Park says, Mike, are you getting any of the Fresh Monkey Fiction figures on BBTS? I'm trying to wait on this Monster Force. That's Fresh Monkey Fiction, right? But Dylan, I hate that with those lines. It's all Fresh Monkey is always like that. They just take forever to get product out, man. But yes, I'm not interested in all the Monster Force. Just really what I could mix and match in on what I got going on classified wise. There's definitely some dope ass figures there, and I'm getting close to half of them. Be quite honest with you, a lot of repeats though, a lot of Army Builder guys. I seen that. So Fresh Monkey is making the Crimson Moon type ordeal too. I seen that, and that's basically Hooded Cobra Commander. That's basically what they made there. It looks good. I don't know. I'm gonna have to. It's something I have to really see in the physical form. Now, when I went to Joe Fest, I seen Monster Force in the physical form, and it looked pretty good. As far as the reviews that guys been doing, that looks good too. So, they're definitely gonna be getting got. It's just when. Nicholas E says, Jamie Lynn, I have my eyes on the general figure from Fresh Monkey. Yes, a lot of people like that Carl Weathers looking figure. Says, rumor has it that they're supposed to announce the Fing Fang Foom at New York Comic Con. Okay, so they're trying to hit you from both ends. Gonna do a HasLab and do a made to order joint. Pollywood says, I want Mythic Legions to start doing large monster, full scale dragon wings would rock. That's really right up their alley. So I don't know why they haven't did that. Hustle says, Fresh Monkey Fiction slow rollout. Yes, they do have one. Jamie Lane says, I feel you. I'm the same way with Monster Force. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of guys with the Bullet Clover on. There's 2 different sets of those and a few of, but mostly in that invisible motherfucker. I really want him with the invisible head. I think that's pretty dope. They got some dope shit. Like, but when is it dropping? Like, which I mean, right now I'm good. I mean, I can wait, but you know, them shits are supposed to drop like 6 months ago. And they had been up for pre-order like a year before that. You know what I'm saying? Year and a half. Yeah, them motherfuckers been up for a minute, dude. Yep. So, but yeah, man. I had to speaking of monsters, I had to break out some of my old monster figures because that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do Well, I am gonna do a episode of the table for Halloween, but I think I'm gonna use my NECA figures, man. This right here is the best fucking Jason figure ever. This is one fire ass figure right here. I think this is the new Nightmare Jason. But this is pretty dope. He was actually in my top 10 action figures when, like, my first year of having a channel. Like, look at that shit. And I really like this because me and my brother used to laugh. We'd be sitting up there smoking and shit, watching Jason movies every time October would come out. We'd be laughing at them shits. Them shits became like comedies. But he was like, yo, look at Jason sitting up there with his back all ate out and shit. And then when I brought this figure, I'm like, damn, son. It's 20 years later, I have this figure and shit, and look at Jason sitting up there with his back all ate out and shit. But this figure is fucking fire right here. This is the best Friday the 13th Jason. Nice face sculpt. Only that, NECA could do, man. Moves pretty decent too, man. But those those are my go-to with NECA, really. Is the monster the horror figures, man. I think they do some of the best 112 scale horror figures. Hustle says, gotta give Odious figure some love too. Looks super. Waiting on Mike and Woody 22 to make some too. Shit, hopefully I can get there. I gotta get my reps up though. Shit, them motherfuckers like Parallel and shit, man. Them motherfuckers got endorsements and all types of shit. Yeah, I just gotta get it there. And but they got the crowd following back in too, man. Which I like. I like those channels, man. You know what I'm saying? There's some channels I'd be like, I don't even know how this motherfucker even up here. It just must be consistent or whatnot. Then there's some channels like, man, them niggas deserve that shit, man. Like for real. But I do want that Odious figure. But it's just not on my the top of my food chain right now. Basically, it costs a little bit, like $70-$80, but it looks dope though. It looks dope. Out of all the content creators who have tried to attempt at figures, his is the best. To be quite honest with you, he is right up his alley. It looks good. Soft goods look good. It looks like it moves phenomenal. It just looks like a dope ass figure. I think he did a great job. Shardaman's prime figures, I really wasn't feeling them shits, yo. He needed to retool them just a little bit. I understand where he's coming from, trying to make street people, but it's just like weird on like the shit he be on and shit. But I think he just needs to retool them a little bit. Who was I looking at? Oh, yeah, my custom figure. If Shardaman's prime was to do a figure, he needs to make him like how I made my custom avatar. If he's talking about street figs, you know what I'm saying? Like, or street people and shit like that, man. But it's just something a little bit off about his shit. But I think Unparalleled did a great job on his figures. Nicholas E says, nice. I've been slowly making a horror shelf because of the Four Horsemen figure Obscura line. I was supposed to get that Headless Horseman, man, last year, but funds didn't work out right for that, man. So I had to let it go. I really was just really kind of looking forward to the horse. The figure is dope too, though. This is good too. This Leatherface from NECA, like this shit is fire too. Like they do a good job, man. Like you can't beat this shit, yo. Like, and this, I think I was getting these at the time they were around like $30, like for all the big price hikes and shit. But look at that, man. That's fucking Leatherface right there, man. Like, who else would make this? You know what I'm saying? What up, Paul? Man, I'm sorry to hear about your father, man. Hopefully, sending blessings, man, prayers over to you, man. Hope he starts feeling a little bit better or situation gets better. But you didn't miss too much, man. We're here talking, just basically reading people's comments. I opened up my four turtles here, and I like them. I just want to mess around with some more, put some heat on them, and basically just trading war stories. We outlaws on the rise. Basically, man, we just in here chilling, man. Nicholas E says, I'm going to look out for some of those NECA horror joints at New York City Comic Con. I haven't seen them come out with anything new lately. They just kind of rehash these out. Like, you always can find some NECA horror figures in the Target aisle. And that's the cool thing about NECA. There's really no reselling on that. They just gonna keep dropping that shit. Hustle says got the NECA TMT monsters on display. I think we talked about that last week. I only have a few of those. Yeah, no doubt, Paul, man. I'm serious about that, man. I hope things get a little bit better for him. He says, what's the cart count? Now I'm currently at 34. What you talking about? Like a big bad toy store? Like pre-orders? Let me know what you talking about, Hustle. I believe I've seen that, Jamie Lynn, that they still had the green version. It's kind of gotten off my radar a little bit, man, because there's just other things kind of like more priority. Ken Dog, what's good with you, man? Okay, so Hustle, I'm down to 50. I chopped some shit the other day. Oh, I chopped Super 7 deluxe reaction, whatever the shit they got, the snake eyes. I chopped that, man. I let it go. I was like, man, I'll catch it later on, man. Something's a little bit off about that 3 3/4 line. Yeah, and that's what I chopped too. I chopped the twins. I was looking forward to the twins in the suit, but just they fucking faces look kind of funny, like they're sunken in or something. I don't know, man. I have to see those in person because I did see them at Joe Fest, but they were gray. They were gray renders. You know, I mean, not gray renders, but they were gray prototypes. Man, so I don't know. I want to give that line a chance, but I ain't gonna force myself to get it either, you know. It says, what you think about the Super 7 Army Gorilla? You talking about the one from the Ninja Turtles line? Like that big gape, that big ape with the helmet on? This figure right here fucking just creeps me out. This was a creepy movie anyway. I was never really too much into this, but I got him because I was just like, man, what would a horror collection be without fucking Pinhead, man? But look at his nipples and shit. He's all in that SM sadomasochistic type shit, yo. I'm like, ah. Nicholas says I had to cut some pre-orders as well. Too much fire dropping. Great time to be a collector. Be rough on the wallets. Yeah, Paul says I love the Pinhead figure. It's a great figure. Do not get it twisted, Paul. He just creeps me out. Like Pinhead always, that the movie, it was just like Hellraiser. He just creeped me out. But it's a fucking marvelous figure. I mean, soft goods down to the sculpt, the paint. Look at the back of that shit, yo. I mean, yeah, he's fun. He's phenomenal. It's just he's fucking disgusting. Like he's got this belly button ring and it's all bleeding. His nipple rings are bleeding and shit, yo. Like, no. Fucking Pinhead. This one isn't as scary. I mean, but of course it's from a scary movie. But the sculpt on this shit is like awesome. Like fucking it. Like the original clown. Like I just love it. Yeah, Hustle the TMT one. Yeah, I think he's great. Be honest with you, I'm not really paying for I'm really not really jumping on the Super Sevens like that. Be honest with you. If he goes on clearance, I'll get him. I would get him. That's really the last couple of Super 7 TMTs I brought. They were like clearance down and shit. Ken Dog says, hey dude, I'm looking to army build the Twilight Guard. So if you want to go half and half on Steel Core Commandos, I'm down. I'm actually looking to do that, but I want the Twilight Guard too. I want to build the Twilight Guard and the Steel Core. Like I do want a couple of more of them, but just not like I want the Twilight Guard, shall I say. I wouldn't care. I would love 10, 15 Twilight Guard and Steel Core. I would kind of only want like 5 of them. Ken Dog says, I'm surprised I can't get a Twilight Guard lot on eBay. Just give it some time. Give it some time. But then plus it's not something you can get off every shelf. It's a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. So I don't know. I was trying to be optimistic, thinking I could see something like that, but be honest with you, you probably have to give it a year's time for you see something like that. Especially if they go on sale. Because a hustler gonna be like, okay, they on sale right now for 30. Let me buy like 20 of these motherfuckers. And then I'm gonna do a bust down on eBay. You know what I'm saying? So something like that. Paul says it's been a while since I've brought a horror figure. It's actually been a while to myself. These figures I've had for probably 2 years or more. Well, more than 2 years, but the last one I probably brought was 2 years ago, and that probably was that Pinhead. He was like the last one. Another one that's my favorite is this fucking Chucky right here. This was a good one right here. Definitely was. I like putting him up in running poses and chasing and this half torn off face. Is really, really good. He came with a lot of different head sculpts too. He was the same price as any other NECA. That's the only thing I don't like about NECA. That motherfucker be this big or be 12 inches tall, and they're gonna be the same damn price. But great Chucky figure. Great Chucky figure. And this right here, it's just classic fucking Chucky. Like, it just reminds me in part 2 when all those boxes fell on him and he burst out and he's like, ah! Like, this motherfucker was a straight killer. He was dedicated to killing. Like, his hand got chopped off. He took the knife and made it his hand. Like, motherfucker was dedicated to being a killer. Could never get that seance off, though. That Bordeo Geracilatica. Whatever the fuck he was saying. He could never get that shit off. It was too long. He should have got a shorter version. I have that 8-inch scale Candyman, actually, Ken Dog. I actually have it. It's over there somewhere. And it doesn't fit in my collection. I got it kind of over where Funko Pops are at. And that's basically what I got it for. Nicholas E said, did you get NECA's Elvira? Fun figure to have amongst the monsters. No, I've never bought an Elvira. I've never bought an Elvira. I think the only thing I probably focused on her when I was a kid, those big ass titties she had. She knew what the fuck she was doing with them huge titties too. Big ass dead titties. Woody says, yeah, it sucks. Like, they have to come with that Steel Core Commander. Would have been an excellent solo figure. It would have. I just don't think they knew that. Be quite honest with you. I just don't think they knew how good of a kit bash they put together. Be honest with you. And I think that figure will come out solo by itself eventually, but it won't be the same. That one that they got in that 2-pack, that's the concentrated one, the pure one. That's the one I want. Because I'm just afraid, like, if it comes out on solo, it might like have some QC issues, you know, because it got stamped out again. It's already a kit bash. Excuse me. Colorways won't be the same. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit they do when they rehash. Like, colorway be just off differently. I want that fucking figure that's in the 2-pack. NECA Monsters accessory are next level phenomenal product. I'm gonna have to check that out, Hustle. NECA pricing equals SH Figuarts pricing. Yeah, I was on SH Figuarts for a little bit, mostly the Dragon Ball, and I brought like one Street Fighter figure, I think Vega, but I haven't brought any SH in a long time. Probably won't either. I think I'm good on them. I've got who I want from Dragon Ball, which was the Ginyu Squad, and I got a few other people around them, man. But that's pretty much it on that. On SH. And last but not least, not necessarily last. Also got these little bastards right here too. The Trick or Treat Kid, got him for NECA, and then also Puppet Master people. This is actually my favorite one from Puppet Master. I Pinhead somewhere around here. Not Pinhead. I believe that is his name. It's a one guy like he's small with a small head. And then I also got Ghostface. Ghostface is actually a nice figure too, yo. From NECA. The robe feels really good. So I got some pretty good NECA horror figures, man. I think I'm gonna do an episode of The Table um, with my horror figures. And to be honest with you, I might make them go against the Dreadnoks because I want to play with the Dreadnoks. I want to fuck around with them. I want to move them around. Ken Dog says, "How you feel about those loyal subjects TMT figures?" We were talking about that earlier. I think they're okay. Just really not necessarily my cup of tea, but I do like the range of figures that they're coming out with. I've been tempted to get that Casey Jones with the American flag. I believe that loyal subjects is making that, but it can be hit and miss. I see you guys talking about the Mythic Legions 4-pack of skeletons. A long time ago, I brought a bunch of the Storm Collectibles skeleton 2-packs. They're pretty good. Little bit overpriced, but I think I paid like 2 for 50 for these. But they came with a bunch of shit though. They had a bunch of hands, had some shields and shit like that, swords in there. But I just really wanted the skeleton. I didn't really want anything else with them. I got so I have 6 of those, and then I got this one that pretty much. Oh, and I forgot about the main man. I also got a Freddy figure too. I actually have 2 Freddy figures, but this one right here, you can shine a light through his head, and that cross will light up. But it wouldn't be a horror shelf without Freddy Krueger, man. And this is a piece you can take off right here. Forgot. Oh yeah, his chest piece comes off, and you can put a regular chest piece on. So this chest piece when this is when he like ate them or some shit, and all the teens were in his stomach like yelling and shit. Like, but this is a great figure. This head sculpt is fucking phenomenal with that cross though on it. Let me see. Nicholas says, from what I heard, SHF can be hit or miss depending on the line. It can be. Dreadlink says, no NECA Predator or Aliens. I gave up on NECA Aliens. I have a few. I do have a few. They're up there. They're back behind the curtain and all that shit. And I have a few Predators. So yes, I do. Not heavy. Not heavy though. Paul says the Freddy Krueger figure from McFarlane movie Maniacs Wave 1 from what it was released way back then was my first figure to my collection. Nice. Ken Dog says my only problem with the SHF is that thong articulation they got going on. It can look a little disproportioned at times, but it's super articulated, but that's why. Hustle says, I like Storm Collectibles, doesn't rush releases, gives my wallet time to fatten up again. It's been a minute since I brought a Storm Collectible, to be quite honest with you, man. But I love that line, to be quite honest. It's a good line. Chad says, I'm debating on getting the Mezco Storm Shadow. That one right there is kind of like on a back burner for me. Really not even on my radar. I want to get the Firefly. I just need to set a time aside to get him. Hopefully I can get him on sale, to be quite honest with you. Because Mezco is not everybody's cup of tea, to be honest with you. But I like him. But matter of fact, this is I believe this is a skeleton that came with Motaro from the Storm Collectibles line. I believe he did. If he didn't come with Motaro, he came with the Tiger dude. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot which one, but if anybody hadn't seen my truck, I actually did finish it. If you hadn't seen the video from this week, well, it's not finished, but it's complete to enough where I'm content. It's always a project in working, but I did want to get it to a place to where if I don't ever do anything to it again, I'm good where I'm at on it, but I really can't wait to finish my GI Joe one. I'm just started on today. Okay, so I read that. Woody says, "Get it, Chad, but don't touch it." I want to. Wait, does the white get dirty easily, Woody? That's why you say that. Does his white gi get dirty? Hustle says HF Naruto line is the best thing out from Bandai Spirits. I've never even heard of that before. Jamie Lynn says, did that Mezco Jeep ever go up for pre-order? I've been seeing that truck they've been trying to come out with for about a year now. Oh, say it's too white. Appreciate that, Ken Dog. I had Mezco Roadblock on pre-order for seemed like for years. Then I just cut that shit, y'all. Like, I can't do this no more. I'm good. But I did keep the Destro, and I still love that Destro to this day, yo. But you know but Woody, with that Storm Shadow, man, it just never really appealed to me like that. Or neither did the Snake Eyes. That new Commando one that was kind of like an exclusive. This past couple of months, that one's decent, but Destro, Firefly, I'm not going nowhere near that fucking Duke, yo. And it's okay. It's just really not for me, to be quite honest with you. Ken Dog, that's something that they definitely need to do. Ken Dog says what they made Transformers in 1/12 scale with the ability to fit figures inside. Nicholas says, yeah, they kept pushing it back, but it was worth it. He looked pretty dope. That makes me want to grab my Megatron. Let me grab my Megatron right quick. But I brought this a long time ago, like 2019. This Megatron right here. But this is basically this is what I treat as a 1/12 scale Transformer. This is what Megatron would look like to a 1/12 scale character, pretty much. Grab old Torch here. Like, you see this shit, yo? Like, this is how Transformers be looking and shit to the humans. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Hustle says, is Destro black or white? He's actually both. He says everything about him says brother to me. I'm if not just one, he's definitely mixed. His voice actor was black. I'll be honest with you, but he was white. He was from Scotland, which is there's black people in Scotland, but his voice actor was a black guy. Yeah, I forgot the name of this line that I got, but it doesn't transform or anything like that. But it does have lights. It's got this cannon here. It did light up red, but I believe the battery went out a long time ago. It actually has batteries in the head, so the eyes are light up red, but it takes like a funny fucking overseas battery. I believe this was like a Japanese product and shit because it just has some funny fucking settings on it, but it'll get busy, man. Like, and as far as Transformers for me, like this right here, this is where it's at for me. I don't want to transform shit. I want them in their robot modes all the way. You know what I'm saying? But as far as what I collect, like this size Megatron is really, if I'm gonna play a Transformer into some shit, like this is what he needs to look like. Woody, I forgot the fucking name. I'll look it up for you, but I forgot the name of it. But I brought that shit like in 2019. It was $150 then, and they had an Optimus Prime too that was that size that sold the fuck out. But by the time I came, but I didn't want Optimus anyway. I'm a fucking villain. I wanted Megatron. But I haven't seen them guys since those days, to be quite honest with you. Hustle says Megatron Don Dada. Sheesh. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, he has lights and everything, man. Like a light up red cannon and shit. Yo, that shit is fire. Bro B1 Kenobi, I feel you on that. I think the dinosaurs, I think I would much rather have them in dinosaur mode too. Like that Mega, like the other Megatron I told you. Let me grab that right quick. Like to be honest with you, because I haven't picked up that figure in a long time. But this isn't the original color, but this was a Target exclusive. I have the original color one, but this is one of my favorite Transformers right here. Like this is the last little transformer I brought right here. But this was a good line. And this is a great figure. And when you transform it into dinosaur mode, you can put it right in with your Jurassic Park figures and damn there, it'll blend in, man. But this is I believe this is War for Cybertron right here. But it's around that time frame. And you still could fudge this in to classify because look how big he is compared to like Torch. You know what I'm saying? So, he's not as big as this fucking Megatron on the ground is, but you still can do your thing with him, man. But this is my favorite Transformer besides this big Megatron here. And he's pretty dope, man. Mouth is articulated. I mean, this is good shit right here. This is good work. This is great scope. Like this, the dinosaur parts feel like rubbery and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels like it has a texture on it. Stephen Boyd said he's big enough to fight Galactus. He's big enough to fight a Sentinel. To be honest with you, and I want to make him go head up with a Sentinel. He would be just a little bit smaller than a Sentinel, which I think that's how Megatron should be, because a Sentinel could be fucking huge. To be quite honest with you. He said I was good with my YOLO Parks joints, and then you pull out that piece. WS Dono Fop Pivs. That's a pop, Dono F Pops. I'm sorry. Hustle says, whatever happened to that G.I. Joe Transformer crossover movie we got teased a few years back? They're still going to do it. I just don't know how hard they're going to lean into it. What he said, that was 6 months. It wasn't too long ago. It was about a movie dropped about a year ago at the most. Okay. West Side, Dawn of Pops. Okay. Hustle says the table and Fig City collabs. Shit, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing one. Yeah, man. And I'm about to call you. I'm about to call you WS again. West Side Dawn of Pops. So I want. What does that actually mean? Are you a pop collector? Ken Dog says, I believe if Hasbro had a Tricentennial HasLab, it would get funded. Paul says, I'm building a city diorama right now. Nice. I need some new diorama pieces. I'm probably gonna get into a little bit of that too. I'm not gonna do anything crazy, but I probably will get into cutting on some foam here in a little bit, just for simple pieces, huge walls. just try to extend. But I do want to go to Action Figures Sold separately and get some nice diorama pieces for him. I need it's time for me to get some new pieces, man. Also, has some respect to all the pop collectors. I have Funko Pops too. I actually prefer the 10-inch ones, but I have a whole shelf probably with 30 fucking 50 Funko Pops up there. See, especially if it's like the one from X-Men 97. Yeah, that one was a beast. Westside says, "What's your last custom?" Had got up to 800 during the pandemic. Oh, 800 pops. Wow. Okay, so he was answering two questions. He was asking me what's my last custom, and then he said, yeah, had got up to 800 Funko Pop. That's wow. That's what's up. The small one, I'm pretty sure the small ones, because shit. If you had the 10-inch ones with 800, you probably have to buy a new house. West Side, my last G.I. Joe custom. I don't know. It's been a minute, man. I guess if you want to say it, the figure that I made it myself, but that really wasn't GI Joe, but I made it to fit in. With GI Joe. You say you only got a 10-inch Jordan. I have the Dream Team 10-inch. I wish I could go grab it now. I just don't want to make no shit fall. But I got Larry Bird, Johnson, and Jordan, all 10-inch. I wanted a regular Jordan 10-inch, but I just didn't. But that Dream Team is good enough with me for me. Marcus, I believe Marcus might have been the last one, but I mean, like, you know me, I'm not a huge custom guy. I'll kick bash. Yeah, it might have been Marcus. Might have been Marcus. I need to go ahead and dye that head tomorrow. Me and dye that neck tomorrow, man, so I can go ahead and get him finished off. And I keep forgetting my man's name, but he hit me up a lot on Instagram. He told me about the ball joints you can buy off eBay. So I need to get a ball joint. Hustle says redeem team fam. Oh, nice. Westside says I was working on a custom Punisher today using some Joe parts. That's what's up. I'll tell you one thing. I'm salivating at the mouth for that fucking that latest Punisher. I can't wait till that drops. Be quite honest with you. Damn sure want that. Roll Pig John says I would like to see a Mr. T custom Savage Land. You know what? I have an extra Mr. T hanging around to eventually do a custom one on it. But I kind of like the way I dressed up my Ultimates one. I just kind of took some stuff from another Mr. T I had, threw his army jacket on him, and shit. Mr. T really by himself, man. Is really a dope figure, especially that Ultimates one. But yeah, man, like with this joint right here, like look how good that articulation is on that shit, man. Like this motherfucker almost about touching his ass. And then also too with this Megatron and shit, like it has the articulated fingers. So this shit really has everything a fucking HasLab has. You know what I'm saying? It has lights. You know what I'm saying? Like if I had the battery in those red lights be lit up, this beam, there'll be a red beam coming out of this, and then his fingers move so he can grab and shit. Just he's so heavy after a while, you know what I'm saying? Like that waist has a little bit too much swivel on it, but he'll stand up. Don't get it twisted. But I think did he have? Yeah, look at that fucking ankle rocker this motherfucker got, man. This was $150 for this shit, and he's heavy too. He's heavy. See, double jointed fucking arms. You know what I'm saying? Like This motherfucker here. This had to have been a toy that came from Japan and shit, man. Cause I just can't see the United States making that. Hey, appreciate you, Woody. Appreciate you for coming through, man. And hopefully you get that bike. They said Tuesday, but hopefully you get it Monday, fam. Marvel Legends hustle. Marvel Legends head sculpts work almost perfectly with Valerse, to be quite honest with you. It's like he almost made Valerse figures for Marvel Legends head sculpts, to be quite honest with you. Matter of fact, I'll show you one right now. This bone breaker on the Sergeant Slaughter body. This is his permanent body now. Like Sergeant Slaughter for Hasbro, that's the number one Sergeant Slaughter. I like this Sergeant Slaughter. Like he knew what he was doing. He had some shit going for him. Which he still do. Bobby Valerse still do have shit going for him. But as far as like jumping to the point first, especially like with the steel core and the Sergeant Slaughter, because it do look like Sergeant Slaughter. Like his Slaughter, but they just didn't get that body big enough. So once that Hasbro came out, I'm like, man, shit, I'm sold on that. But this bone breaker, like I'll pop the head off. Like it fits perfect on that ball joint. Like even the way the body, the build is, it's just perfect for this guy here. Now I might rit dye him to just get a little bit more balance on the skin. But because it's just slightly off, just a little bit. You hear the pop and everything though. So yes, bone breaker. Definitely hijack Sarge for his body and shit, man. I mean, look at that shit. It looks good, especially that side view. So to answer your question, Marvel Legends fits on Valerse. Like G.I. Joe ball pairs and got kind of funny, yo. You can't really even fuck around. Then you can't even really switch out Joes in between. Yeah. So that's what and this bone breaker head is a good head sculpt, just period, man. But he Nagahide Monkey, Static Monkey actually kind of belongs to bone breaker. It looks like it fits with him. He looks like a guy that'll be walking around with a monkey and shit with him. Hustle says Bobby said he want him to be a more realistic Sarge since it's an older version of him, and that's how I played it off. At first, you know what I'm saying, but I ain't gonna front to you, man. I got Sarge right here. And I'm not even on like some tribalism type shit, but you know, ever since I seen this motherfucker, there's no comparing. You know what I'm saying? There's none, there's no comparing this Sarge to that one, man. And I couldn't even play him off as an older Sarge. Like, that's his dad. I could have, and that's what I wanted to do. But ever since I put that bone breaker head on, I'm like, well, shit, that's really a wrap right there. But like there is no comparing to this Sarge right here. This is fucking Sarge right here. Like for real, for real. And like I said before, I seen the Hasbro one and Bobby Valerse came out with his. I'm like, oh shit, Sergeant Slaughter, let me definitely get that, man. But there's no comparing. Like this that motherfucker right here, yo. Like for real, for real. But still a great figure. Still a great figure and a great resting place for my bone breaker head, man. But because it moves phenomenal, it's dope. And this other Sarge head looks like Sarge, man, to be quite honest with you. But shit. Still though, I've seen Sergeant Slaughter in real life, especially going to Joe Fest. He's still a big motherfucker and shit, yo. He's still big as hell, yo. Like he doesn't have like that small peanut head. like Valerse gave him, yo. He doesn't have the young tight face like this, but he's still a big motherfucker and shit. Hustle said that dude, oh my god, Boa second fade. They do, man. I was looking at that episode the other day myself, man. Stephen Boyd says, I look at it that way too. My Valor slaughter is my pop slaughter in my sandbox. Yeah. And like I say, I don't knock anybody for playing it off like that, man, because that's where I was at with him until I put this head scope on. Westside, I'm glad you said that. The duffel bag is a sick accessory, yo. This is the best GI Joe backpack right here. Soft goods, and it's good soft goods too. It's not like some cheap bullshit. Like this fucking sack, this rucksack feels fucking great. It feels almost like a real one. And what else you say? Oh, and Valaverse Sergeant Slaughter gun is on point. That's why it's not in his holster, because I've been took that cannon out. That's a fucking hand cannon right there, man. Like for real, for real. So yes, those guns. Anytime I get those in a Valaverse pack, I definitely put those in somebody's hand, man. And speaking of Valaverse, like I said earlier this week, like my bone collector is an honorary Dreadnok. Like this is one bad for this is really this is my favorite Valaverse figure right here. Now I have some favorites. Like I love the Swarm Horde. Um, well, not the I just love the Swarm. Period. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a too big fan of their wings, but the figure itself, I think that's his best original figure that he's came out with. And I'm talking about original. Like he didn't have to like go to GI Joe and say, "Hey, this character's like such and such," or he didn't have to go get a name from GI Joe. Like this is some shit that he made up. You know what I'm saying? That Swarm figure is a dope figure. You know, as far as original concept on his end. And this bone collector right here, this is my favorite Valaverse. Like, look at this motherfucker. He looks good. He moves phenomenal too. And he is one of the ones I've had no problem with joint sticking or anything like that, man. He was easy to move out of package. He feels good. He looks good. And for the most part, this is the one figure that I actually can play into a G.I. Joe setting, and you know what I'm saying, not trying to like make it or force it in there. Like if I said he was a Dreadnok and you didn't know shit about GI Joe, it'd be like, okay, well he's a Dreadnok. Westside says I'm big on the Desert Steel Brigade. Going to use them for a few squads. Yeah, the Steel Brigade is one is a good I mean, the Steel, yeah, they're Steel Brigade with Valaverse. Steel Brigade is a good figure too. I'm not a huge fan of the colorways of the original, but I have the Night Steel Brigades, the black and green ones from Big Bad Toy Store, and I love those figures. Speaking of guns, what's the name? Bone Collector has a sick pistol too, like this Desert and shit, or this 45. Like this shit on point too. Chrome 45 too. Yeah. I would give it nice force feeling too. But this bone mask on him is just fire, yo. Like this is some good shit right here. His vest look good. I love the shells across the front. I like the silver paint on the vest. Fatigue pants look good. Like I said, that Chrome 45. Chrome 45th. For the haters trying to jock tip. Go away. I think you need to do what your name say. Cause you just popped up out of nowhere with that bullshit. So go away. But yeah, man. But yeah, as far as Bone Collector, I would say he's my favorite, just my favorite Valerse figure, man. But other than that, that's pretty much what the week been, man. I probably haven't pulled in anything too much. Like I said, just really been addicted to customizing, man, this week. And that wrecking truck, that's just really what I've been addicted to, man. Like messing around with that. The Dreadnoks, that's why the thumbnail is Dreadnoks for life. Westside says Valor has the vest game down. Might get the female kit for the skinnier figs. Yeah, yeah, some nice vests. Hustle, yeah, man. If you want to talk politics, it doesn't matter to me, man. I'm just really shooting the shit. To be quite honest with you, man. No, the only thing I got to get the tripping off, motherfuckers get to asking about trying to be funny on some Diddy shit, which actually watched a documentary on that today. Hey, that's why if you guys watch YouTube, pull up a channel called Soft White Underbelly. I don't know if you guys ever seen that, but it's a channel where this guy, I guess he was a photographer, but he does interviews, and he had an interview on there today about this girl who actually went to one of those parties and told she's up there telling what she's seen. But basically, long story short, orgies, motherfuckers completely out of their mind on drugs. Which this shit happens. This type of shit happens every day. That nigga just got exposed. That's all. And when she was telling the story on that shit, like she had went to one in Miami, and when she was getting played. She came there with a dude who said was trying to help out her singing career and shit. But when I think about it and what she said was going on, I don't know if y'all ever seen Carlito's Way when he went to his lawyer's house, David's house, and he had this wild party where motherfuckers was rolling down the hill. You look over in the cut, there's motherfuckers over on the lawn chair fucking, people on drugs, crazy. That's what type of scene it was, man. So people have been doing this shit for decades. Is it right? Fuck no, not when you're trying to sway people, but in your own, it's such a murky situation with that. Because if 100 motherfuckers showed up to that shit and like, this is what we do, we gonna get us some dope, we gonna get us some powder, we gonna fuck, we gonna do all this, and it's all consensual. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you invite somebody there who's not down with that shit and you pass them a drink or some shit and they didn't take a drink, now they drugged up, now you hitting the motherfuckers from the back or doing anything like some crazy shit to them, then that's not cool. And you really shouldn't have to do that. There's some motherfuckers out there who want to go to a party and get down and dirty like that. I'm talking about like 30 motherfuckers fucking in a room type shit. There's motherfuckers who want to do that. You know what I'm saying? There's people been into that shit. But it's not right when you put somebody in a situation that doesn't want to be in that situation, man. Westside says, I haven't seen none recently in Cali as far as the truck. They've been gone for a minute. Deadlink says, seen a sick Venom Hiss tank from Pixies Designs 3D printed. I tell you what I would want to do. I want to take I don't even want to take one of mine. Eventually one day if I could find a Hiss tank just that alone for a decent price, I wouldn't mind taking one and turning it into Alley Viper colors. Orange and blue with white lettering. I appreciate that, West Side, man. Like I said, I got another G.I. Joe one that I'm doing where I'm basically gonna take two different paint schemes and put them together. I'm taking a red, white, and blue paint scheme, and then I'm taking a fatigue or army paint scheme and kind of gonna try to make that marriage for a G.I. Joe truck. I actually would like two more of those wrecking trucks. Be honest with you, two more custom ones, and I think I'll be good on those because you can only fit but so many, man. And they don't really take up a lot of room, really. But along with other things in your room and other things going on, it can get quite, it can take up quite a bit of space, man. After a while, man. Like I said, by the end of next year, I really shouldn't be needing shit else as far as vehicle wise, man. I have about 20 to 25 112 scale vehicles sitting right here right now. Ghostface says you look like a Docus from Dexter. I don't know. He retracted his statement. Might have been some bullshit. I don't know, man. I guess the later it get, motherfuckers get on here, start playing with their daddy phone and shit. And just start fucking doing some bullshit, man. Um, but but yeah, man. That's like I said, that's uh pretty much where I've been at this week. Just getting into custom painting. I want to get a little bit of deeper in and learn how to start painting up some figures, man. Uh Start doing me some custom paint on that. But the more and more I start messing with it, the more information I get. Um I can get good at it just like I get good at anything else. Hustle says soft white underbelly is the next level scared straight stories. Shaking my head. Lots of broken dreams and heartaches per episode. It is. And then some episodes, yeah, most of them are. I ain't gonna front. But like I say, some episodes aren't bad, but he gets down to the nitty gritty. And what I like is he kind of takes regular people. Like he might have a motherfucker on Skid Row out in LA, just a normal bum, you know what I'm saying, talking to them. Or he may have a high ranking mafia member, ex mafia member on there talking to him. But I do like him, and I've been starting to watch him more and more. He's a funny looking motherfucker too. I can tell he's super fucking tall, like that bird nose and shit. But he definitely has some good interviews. I was watching one yesterday, where a girl was a high class escort. She'd been doing it for 10 or 11 years. And then on that next episode, he might have a escort who walked the streets. Well, fuck an escort, she's just a streetwalker. A streetwalker, you know what I'm saying, selling that pussy for nothing. But then, the previous episode, he had a high end escort selling that pussy for $3,000 an hour. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like with him. It's a hard distinction, man. But this girl on there said she witnessed a Diddy party and what goes on, which everybody pretty much knew, man. Orgies, motherfuckers out of their mind on drugs, people walking around naked, shit like that, man. Westside says, I only want 3 vehicles. Got the hiss waiting on Roboscope pending shipping. Wow, because that vehicle has been on pre-order for 3 years. Got the van the other day when you reminded me it was up online. I need to practice with the airbrush. Yeah, I wouldn't mind an airbrush too to get intricate. Because the way I'm painting now is basically by spray paint, which is pretty much same thing as an airbrush. Not the same thing, but as far as how the paint comes out in the coats, the even coats. No, Jamie Lynn, I don't know what that is. You ever check out Channel 5, formerly All Gas, No Brakes? Mm-mm. Jason Hess says, Hey Savage, what's your thoughts on Four Horsemen? Paint apps are legit, but articulation sucks. I know you're a customizer. I have one Four Horsemen figure, and it's pretty much it was like a mashup. Not a mashup, but it was like an ode to Masters of the Universe. It was a ghoul, a goblin with a black head. He had on an orange suit, and he had a head you could switch to like a skunk where he was like Stinkor or some shit. I thought it was great. I called it figure caviar because it was just really fine and refined. The paint apps were good. Um, I thought the articulation was okay, but I know I think it's like single jointed and shit, man. But I'm really not a huge four horseman guy. I wouldn't necessarily say that. I am a huge four horseman guy because they have sculpted some of the best figures, especially those Hawks that we get from Marvel Legends and the other Marvel line, the Diamond Select. But I'm not a huge Mythic Legions fan. Like I'm not really into the goblins and the sorcery and all that shit, man. Like broadswords and bow and arrows and shit. I do like it for certain things, but it's just not really my major cup of tea. The only thing I'm really looking forward to getting to from Mythic Legions is picking up not another horse, picking up a horse from them, because they do look like they put out good 112 scale horse figures. Says look him up. You might dig his documentaries, Channel 5 with Andrew Callahan. Okay, I probably have to take a look at that, man, because I've been knowing about that soft white underbelly for a long time. But I like this past month, I've really been watching the interviews, man, and it's good and it's cool too because he doesn't interrupt when somebody's trying to fucking talk. Like even with like Vlad TV, like he be sitting up trying to interrupt people and always talking about what the fuck he do. Yeah, I've invested in stock and all. Hey, but look, Vlad, that doesn't work for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like if everybody invested in the stock market, that shit would crash. To be quite honest with you, man. Like I hate when motherfuckers start over talking or just think they know it all, man. Let people tell their story and shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. We hit the 2 hour mark here. Yep. So we kind of start getting close to winding it down, man. I think we had a pretty good conversation here tonight. Ah, that's a good idea. And as far as the Savage Crucible, because they do a lot of lizard men and things of that nature, to make a custom Dr. Connors. Yeah. Yeah, the Marvel Legends one was actually pretty good, but that's more kind of like a comic book cartoony side. But I could see with the Savage Crucibles, you making a Dr. Connors with the lab coat on, man. That's pretty dope. Excuse me, that's actually a pretty good idea. Stephen Boyd, man, good night, fam, man. I gotta get up and go to church myself in the morning, man. But wanted to make sure I get in here and talk with you guys tonight. Hustle asks, you getting any of those pink Valerse soldiers? I wouldn't mind some. I seen the women up there. Matter of fact, Mython, the Mython Python, he put some up on Instagram and shit. Which I eventually might. I haven't brought any Valorverse figures actually in a minute, Hustle. I think the last one I brought was a Swarm Horde. Because I just love the Swarm figures, but that was like maybe like 6 months ago. But I used to get a lot of Valorverse, but I just haven't brought any of their figures actually in a hot minute because I'm almost kind of content on the figures that I got from Valorverse. I probably got like 30 altogether, to be quite honest with you, but I'm content on what I got because I just like the GI Joes a little bit better, man, than them. But there's nothing that I would want to get that would just necessarily pull me so hard in wanting to get a Valorverse figure, except for the Swarm Horde. Like when I seen that last year, I'm like, damn, that red and black figure, dope as fuck. And I already like that figures. The sculpt on that, just really a color change on it. So I gave that, but I have, be honest with you, I haven't seen any new like individual Valorverse figures that I'm like I'm crazy over like that. I did want that Colonel Siege, man, but he looked different from that first render that they showed to the physical. He's not a bad looking figure, but it's just not enough for me to jump up and want to get him. I do need to get a second kill switch if they would ever re-release her, but I think they gave up on her as soon as they put her out. Why? I don't fucking know, because I was looking at a picture I took the other day of her, man, and she was really pretty, man. Her digital render is ugly as shit. It's not. I never say it's not ugly as shit, but it's not the most flattering looking photos. But when I got her in hand and seen her in, bro, I'm like, yo, this motherfucker is pretty, yo. Let me see. Red General said, "Is that Pennywise in the back?" It is. It is. I thought he fell over. Yeah, that's Pennywise in the back, man. If you go back to the replay, I take him. I showed him in the camera. It's the first Pennywise. Not the second one. Westside says Toy Snowman still has the SwarmCon exclusive steel. Jamie Lynn Park says T-Man 978 has revealed those pink soldiers. I might check that out. Hustle says Zarana is the best pink soldier, no doubt. Jamie Lynn says I've cooled off big time on Valerse. And same here. It's not because I dislike it or anything. It's just I'm not even gonna be frank. There's nothing really appealing to bring me over to him to get shit. Because I'm gonna tell you where Valerse got me when they first came out. He was a hole filler. There was some gaps in G.I. Joe that they haven't got to yet, and he was hitting you with some shit, like especially with the troop builders. You know what I'm saying? He was hitting you with that shit, so you jumped on it. And I do have quite a bit of troop builders with Valerse. I would say about maybe 15 of them all together, and you can pop them and make them different troops. But once G.I. Joe start hitting with their troops, and you can swap out here, like I said earlier, you could take Stalker and you could take Grunt, and you could build an entire army just off those two figures alone. That's what's up, Hustle. I didn't know that. Damn, I didn't know I put you on the kill switch. That's what's up, man. Yeah, she's I'm mad I never got a second one of her. I don't know why, but it was just one of them things like, oh, she'll be around. But I guess after a couple of ways with Valerse, they got to the point where like, well, we ain't going back and making no old motherfuckers. And when they do, it's just like this this huge ordeal about it, like Trigger and shit. I could have picked up Triggers several times, I just didn't. But I'm not going crazy when I'm about to pay $100 for that shit. I'll tell you what, the one Valerse figure that I did miss out, that I did not get, was the original Blowback. I was gonna get him. I think he looks nice. I think I could fit him into G.I. Joe in my mindset, how I want to do my playability, and I think he would be straight. But I missed out on Blowback too. I just never picked him up. But I think as far as individual characters, that's the last one I was kind of really interested in. I just never got around to him for some odd reason. I don't know if I already read it, sorry, but Red General says they should make an Art the Clown figure. And West Side says I was gonna make a female squad with the Scream bodies I got on clearance. What you mean by Scream bodies? Like Scream, the actual horror movie? Hustle says I get all the female soldiers and the black dude from Valerse. What was my man name? Cause he had a name like don't he had a name like Roadblock? The black dude. He don't appeal to me either, yo. Just something about him, yo. It's just like no. West Side, I'm not too sure because I that's crazy. I asked him about all these figures and I got them like right here because I haven't tried out any. I need to, but I got Outback's head on Bucky Cap here, but you see the rest of the body is still the same. So yeah, he's got a. You know what? I need to try to see if I can switch some boots out on there. I'm trying to see who boots would look good on there. Because I wouldn't mind him getting rid of these fucking Buccaneer boots. You know, this is Outback. You know what I'm saying? Like, he needs some military shit on, not fucking Jolly Roger shit going on. Nicholas E said they reissued Pandora. Hopefully they'll do Kill Switch. I'm pretty sure they reissued Pandora. They crazy over that bitch. Damn. Like, Pandora's okay to me, yo, but she's she's all right. Matter of fact, she's sitting right here too. So where these Valerse figures I got in my hand now lets you know where the last place I was at with Valerse. So I got Pandora, and Pandora's straight, yo. She just I think Kill Switch is better. And then this was the Dorkside Toys exclusive, but he's kit bashed. I took him and mixed him with. I basically took 3 different Valerse figures and kind of did the switcheroo. You know what I'm saying? And made me like a kit bashed up army, but he looks good. And be honest with you, that Monster Force figure that I'm really looking for kind of has a look like this. He has the Buklova on, and he has kind of like a fatigue pattern like this. Jamie Lynn says I use Pandora as a hitter for Zorana. And I had all 3 ladies. Like I have the other girl. What's her name? It's Kill Switch, Pandora, and what's the other girl's name? It don't even matter, but her head broke completely the fuck off, and that I was done with her, yo, after that. I know somebody probably gonna say send the body in, they'll replace. That's cool, man. I just never did it, man. I just didn't give a fuck beyond, and I didn't make a big fuss about it either. I was like, all right, but that I've never had a figure where I was trying to put the head on the damn ball page just snaps. Kill Switch, Eclipse, and Gemini and Pandora in that order. Yes, Eclipse. Yeah, Eclipse head snapped the fuck off because I was supposed to do a review on all 3 of them about a year and a half ago, whenever they dropped. Yeah, it's been about a year and a half since they dropped. And I was just, doing my shit, and the head snapped off Eclipse. And I was really thought I would feel Eclipse the most, but when I got her in hand, I was like, she's okay. And then Pandora, she was straight, but I think the thing was, there's so much fucking hype around this. Like, it's just like, all right, man. Like, to be honest with you, I think fucking what's her name is better than her. What's that damn girl name? Helix. I think Agent Helix from G.I. Joe is better than this fucking Pandora. I'll be honest with you. But there's so much hype around. I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck the deal is. But when that happened, that head broke off that Eclipse. I just took that kill switch and like, yo, I'm actually really liking this figure. Nobody's really talking about it. And I tried to do the best fucking review I could possibly do with kill switch. And it is too. It never really got huge burns, but I tell you, if anybody's seen it, I'm like, yo, that shit was fire, yo. Westside says they have head kits for most of the females from Valor. I think, I believe they do. Actually, Kill Switch has one. Man, I was gonna get that war paint Eclipse before that situation happened. I don't know what it is, yo. I usually don't do no shit like that. That shit turned me off so bad. I was like, yo, fuck that fucking war paint Eclipse. So I was just like, fuck that one too. And be honest with you, the more and more I looked at it, it's just really not for me. I don't know. I don't know. But Pandora, she is cool. But I don't care. Kill Switch is the is the best female out of all them. She has the best face sculpt. To be quite honest with you. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to that might be my next little thing I try to do. I need to try to see if I can take some GI Joe boots and make and put this on it, because then that'll be dope. That'll be starting to get away, because even though I have the this Outback head on, it still has that Bucky cap feel. But if I switch out the boots, that I'm starting to get away from that Bucky cap and kind of making this a true hybrid that it is. Hustle says the classified ladies are proportioned better. I can see that. Yeah, but I thought that Asia Helix was a bad motherfucker, yo. To be quite honest with you, yo. She really was. But fellas, it is 2 hours and 14 minutes in, man. Yes, Hustle, you right. Those 2 katanas, those arm blades are fucking dope too. I'd say the only thing that probably sucks about her, she got caught on the gummy weapons tip. So the 2 9s that she has in her side holsters, I just keep them shits, and there ain't no need to bring them out. I'm gonna have to see what's up with that Jamie Lynn. Get on them IDW comics because that I believe that's where she originated from. Oh, but one more thing before I go, man. There'll be two more things before I go. But I'm waiting on this Starduster, man. It's pretty much this Duke right here. But this Duke is fucking solid, yo. This is a solid fucking fig right here. And you can see he already done jacked one of those first original bullshit steel cores uh jetpacks, man. And he definitely have a buddy coming. I don't know. Like I say, even though it's got a different head scope, it's on a great buck, and I just love those blue fatigues. I still wear blue fatigues myself today with that Starduster, man. So hopefully, man, he'll be coming here soon in the next couple of days. Might even do a little review on him on that, man, because I actually really anticipating that figure. But fellas, I'm gonna tell you this before I go, man. Take anything you got in life. Take it. Don't ever take it for granted, man. Got a lot of bad news this week. Not bad news, but a good friend of mine's, man. I was just really he was like a childhood friend when I was a kid and shit. And I didn't know he was dead, man. He been dead for like 3 years, man. And it just, I really almost kind of brought tears to my eyes because this was my motherfucking partner, man. I'm talking about when I was 8, 9, 10 years old. And he was a friend like I didn't see him every day, but even in our adult years, we would kind of find each other. Even for the Facebook shit, we would kind of find each other every 5, 6 years. Just say what's up because we were best homies, man. And man, I say rest in peace to Garrett Schuler, man. You brought tears to my eyes, son, last night when I was just randomly looking on Facebook and somebody said happy heavenly birthday. I'm like, and he died in 2021, man. So don't ever take anything for granted, man. Take your loved ones if you can stand them and deal with them, man, and love on them, man. Love on your family and love yourself. Most importantly, man, because life is short, man. Garrett died at 38 um 38 years old, man. I know we ain't supposed to live forever and everybody will die and things will happen, man, but I just didn't expect to see that, man. And then a couple other people, man, just from around the way died. And dude just got shot in the head at his fucking bar off Yakin Road and the other night, man. And just thinking about different shit, man. So just make sure you stay safe out there. Make sure you love on your loved ones, man, and appreciate everything you got, man. And that's pretty much all I got to say, man. But I appreciate you guys coming in, hanging out with me. I don't know. If Starduster comes, we'll have a Starduster review this week, man, and I'll maybe start working on the next episode of the table, man. Start working on this horror show here, and hopefully I finish up my truck too this week, the GI Joe truck. So we'll see. We'll got some a few things in the bag, man. But you know how my channel is. It's the everyday life of a collector, man. Whoa, what's that? Yo, good night, hustle. West Side, appreciate you, brother. Yo, Jamie Lynn, man, salute, fam. Thank you for doing that too, man. But Gonzo, man, that's crazy. You said my girlfriend's sister got murdered today. Damn. Yeah, man, it's just a lot of shit going on, man. It's very, very evil world, man. Like I said, man, I'm going to church in the morning. It's not because you get brownie points for that, because you need a good word. And some of you might believe in Christ, some of you might not, but you got to be tied to the body of Christ, man. And you just don't understand what that word can do for you. Like I had to speak this morning. Like my uncle holds a breakfast, just a men's fellowship, man, and just we walk away feeling good because we got a good word that keep us encouraged and keep us moving throughout the week, throughout the day. I'm not the most perfect person. I curse like a freaking sailor, but that doesn't matter to me, man. I know I have the love of Christ in my heart, man, and I know I have the love for my fellow man in my heart. I will fall at times, man, but that word that I get keeps me strong. It keeps me going. Damn, Gonzo. Yes, sir, Jesse Hayes. Christ is King. But yeah, Gonzo, man, I'm gonna be praying for you, man, on that situation, bro. Don't know who you are in that family, but if you kind of one of the leads in that family, man, you got to be a rock for your girlfriend, and for the family, man, and lead by example, which I know you will, brother. I know you will, man. But hey, I love you guys. Wherever you are at, be safe. Have a safe week. And to the next time, God bless.